building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now the first carry for Zach Moss. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
To throw on 2nd down. Hilton firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 3rd and 2, Hilton. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Looking to throw. Hilton. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like,
no doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Airing one out for Crowder. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
No Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
Check back 47. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Not today, you are. Not today.
Back to throw. Hilton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hilton. That's into the hands of his tight end, Bates.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Watch tight end. 4 down, 4 down. Check, check. Mike 9, Mike 9. Hey, we gotta get to 9. Mike over there.
On 1st down, Gibson. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
2nd and 7.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 47 Mike. 47 Mike. Mike 47. Come on.
And here's a give to Gibson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the gun on 3rd down, Hilton. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 7, Herbert. He'll swing this out to Moss. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, it's Moss. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Out of the gun, Herbert. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Second and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. Fights off the defender. Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson, and he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard
line. 2nd and 5.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe a pass instead of the run that they got.
Two 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Manning. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. It was Washington 7, Chargers nothing.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Charger drive about to get going. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. He's got his 6'5" receiver, that's Tim Patrick. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, it's Robinson. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a 1st down as well.
They'll run on 1st down with Moss. Room here to run. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Patrick. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. They'll run here with Moss. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd and goal, Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. Tim Patrick, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Off play action. Hilton. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Herbert. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. McCann's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
To throw on 2nd down, Hilton. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
On third down, Hilton. He's got it to Gibson, and he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now a man open down the middle of the field and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And a short gain here, down to the 22. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Looking to throw on second down. Hilton. A throw left side caught here by the tight end Bates. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. The reception good for 7. It's third down. From the gun, Hilton. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Herbert on first down now. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Herbert. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll drop this underneath the Moss. 2 yards on the pickup there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
And it's 3rd down.
So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we got to seal. Let's set a tone, fellas.
Off the play fake. Hilton. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
To throw on 3rd down. Hilton. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He's going to field this at the 4. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Moss. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position. No one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
Here's Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. Gonzalez to add the PAT. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And they work this well upfield across the 45. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
On first down, Justin Herbert checks that one down, complete to Moss. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On second down, here's a run with Moss. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On second down now, it's Moss. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the third. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
To throw on 2nd down. Hilton winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Hilton completes it to Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Hey, you got three, three down.
Penny, a 1st down carry, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Second and 14.
Hey, tight down. There you go. Mike 9. Hey, we gotta get tonight. Mike over there.
Back to throw. Hilton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 44-yard line. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hilton towards the end zone for Brown. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
All right, right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we got to seal. We got to seal. We got to seal. Watch the curl. Watch the curls. Mike 9. Mike 9. Pick me up. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Hey. Watch the edge. 19.
One more time with Gibson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First down, Chargers.
On the handoff, it's Moss. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 41, Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On first down, Moss. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's got this down to the 35.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
They'll run on first down. It's Moss, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Open man, that's Renfro. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington 16. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, Hurd. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's got it. And the Chargers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Hunter Renfro. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's a 2nd down.
Here I come! Here I come! Here I come!
Operating from the gun, Hilton. Throw left side complete. That's Manning. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
60 Bison! 60 Bison!
Post 7's the mic. Post 7's the mic.
Right here, right here.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the Chargers' 47-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. To throw on 2nd down. Hilton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
So they'll try to move the ball closer here on 3rd down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. Looking to throw. Hilton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, boy, this sets up for a huge call now on 4th down because you can try the long field goal. You could go for it, or you could punt and play for overtime. I am so glad, partner, that I don't have to make those kind of decisions. Let's see what they decide.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Back to throw. Hilton. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 1st down, Gibson. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3. 3 timeouts as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. First throw in overtime for Herbert. Flushed out right. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Part of the reason we're in overtime, all the interceptions he's thrown in this game, but that was a good throw right there.
Hey, he's really not daunted, is he, partner? I mean, it's been interception palooza for him, and he's still pushing it downfield, trying to make a play, and he was successful on that throw.
They'll run on first down. It's Robinson, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 38, Herbert. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Herbert. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Manning. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 47 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. From the gun on 3rd down, Hilton flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it. They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass. On 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll go. It's Gibson. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. They start on the ground with Robinson here. Oh, he bowls over him. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here we go.
On 1st down, Moss. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
On 2nd down, Hurd. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They'll run on 1st down. Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. On second down now, Hurd. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
He was bringing down the 22-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime, as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime, as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know, people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Chargers, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.